we go. The wheels are here. So far so good. This is a lawn boy. Haven't used it in 2 years or so. I shut the gas off to it. I'm so tempted to mess with this. I bet you it'll start with fresh gas. This is, my friend Henry said this was homemade, but I don't believe it to be the case. And that was also, Henry said that 25 years ago. This is my Super Let's Go. This is my first machine. I have 3 of them now. I have 4. One was a parts machine, but there are 3 of them. This is kind of like my favorite. But this should work today. This is an art project, and all of this stuff was inside, in the way. And the goal is to get the truck, which has not been messed with. That's fantastic. Past the meat grinder. Past the 99. Oh, I'm saying that wrong. 99's got to jump over to here, next to the 98 Forester. And that's a 67. That's an actual Cooper S. I gotta learn to just get to the point. That's a stack of tires. They used to be here, and I restacked them there. Everything's good. This is the garage bays. That's what we call them. And it's supposed to look like an old garage. It's not supposed to have pallet racking in here. I don't mind the goofiness of something like that, but I could put pallet racking across the back wall, and I could even have the mini shells. There's another shell in the other room. Oh, you know what? Yeah, that's the Cooper. There's another shell in the other room. I could put one shell there, one shell there. They could sit for now. But that's not the look I was going for. I want this look. Isn't that cool? I'm not sure what the date is in this part of the building, but it doesn't have knob and tube. And these are like series of additions. See how that brick isn't woven into that original wall? And see the original window of the wall? And I don't know how to get power out here. Believe it or not, I still haven't located it. It was never a priority because I didn't really keep much stuff in there. But now I closed a whole 2 houses of like warehousing stuff. It's got to go somewhere while I sort it out. Okay, I promise not to show much of this. I'm just gonna put a couple come-alongs here, put this up on wheels, and slide it over. And then the Toyota will drive in. So I'll give you a picture of the come-along setup. It's funny, I brought 2 come-alongs with me, you know, just to make sure. And what we're in this room, not even in the building, 2 come-along. Everywhere I go, I have jacks. I have the same jack in the garage. And of course I have a fleet of green jacks. The flickering light is the type of LED flashlight I'm using. I wasn't going to show you any of this stuff, but this is kind of funny. Listen to the creaking of the frame. Okay, 99 Toyota truck, 430,000 miles. To my knowledge, it's my original clutch. I got it at 60,000. And it drove in here some years ago. Oh, whoa. It was creaking before. Maybe you can see it. Alright, I'm sorry. I'll just show you the highlights and we're done. Okay, the rear axle is up on dollies. I stored a bunch of wood under here. All these 2x8. What are those, 12s? That was a chore, because you got to reach under and just pull, like with your fingertips. You got to pull that whole board. Pushing them in there is no problem. So we're on wheels here. There's not really much room to get the jack down there to lift the other front wheel. I tried pulling with just 2 wheels to drag. No luck. And there's a floor lift. So can you see how I routed? So basically it's like one cable. There's this pulley that doubles the pulling power, I just, in my mind, don't understand how that works. So until I understand, I'm not doing it. So I'm hoping I can drag that front wheel out a little bit and then sneak back there with the jack. The lighting is going to be tough in here. I never hooked up lights here. Never really used this space. So this worked like a charm. Rear end slid over. I got room to take the jack in. Found a couple more tires for the dump truck. Let me get that jacked up and we'll move it. It moved easy. This is going way easier than I expected. The car's actually moving. I've used these little dollies before and the wheels always seem to be pointed in the wrong direction or something. And they didn't really want to move. But then again, I'm using come-alongs. Oh, and by the way I'm doing this is I turn the camera on, I talk to it, and then later on in edit, I'll take and I'll split the sound and I'll move the sound up under the actual something happening. So some people don't like, what are they called? Not talkovers, you know what I'm trying to describe. I think they're kind of cool. Actually, I like them more. But let me walk over there, do the work, and it'll look like I've been there the whole time talking to you. Like I'm one of those rich people with the fancy microphones and the fancy camera. So this is the side we had a little bit of a hiccup on. The dolly hooked on this plywood, and I think that's a floor drain. We're in an old Chevrolet dealership. I saw a picture just recently of like 1950s Chevys in the showroom. So it's been around a while, but I know in 1978 that lift over there worked. But this was supposedly a bay where they used to wash cars, and specifically there was a guy with a real cool name, Vernon. So this was Vernon's bay. I gotta clean it up. It looks like we're about to fall off there, and our jack twisted a little bit. So I'll correct that, but we don't have much farther to go. Somebody needs to buy this thing. I got a good 6 feet in there, and I want to take it down to maybe 3. Is that going to be it? That might not be enough to get the other truck in. Well, we'll do what we have to. What should be the next picture? I was thinking either me eating a cheeseburger somewhere, or maybe the camera watching the other truck just drive in. What do you think? Give me some ideas, and I'll film that next. Because me sweeping, that ain't going to be in it. Me putting the boards back, that ain't going to be in it. Yeah, that was the shot I picked first. Looked cooler, more satisfying. But if we go back in time to right now, I measured across the front of the Tundra and I counted 6 new boots that were given to me as a gift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there was probably a little bit. And I was worried, but look, we have 7, 8, 9. Yes, I'm a carpenter by trade. I have no idea where the closest tape measure is. It's probably out there. So it'll come in, and I wanted to back it in so it would look cool, and mostly so I wouldn't put stuff in the back the way I did here. What's that weigh? 700 pounds? 600 pounds? Skag 48-inch hydro. But because of the way the door opens, it's not like the Mini right-hand or left-hand drive. I've got parts for both. So it has to pull in to the front, which is fine. And then I'll set up a, I'll have to get power here, and I can put a battery tender on it. I shut the power off here when I'm not here. So it's when I come in, I'll throw a breaker and the tender will start working. Because every so often it has to drive. I don't want it to not drive. This one, it lost its starter and its alternator. So I can't start it, which is technically a little bit of a problem because this has now been sitting 4 years. I don't know, maybe longer. What in the world is a living creature doing here? And then we'll just head back. Listen, buddy. This place is this place is full of like dust. There's nothing to eat. Good grief. That whole runaway thing, I'm not buying it. Where do you buy your shoes? Okay, easy. Whoa! How do you survive a fall like that? I guess you have a, what's it, exoskeleton? What do they have? This guy. You know what? The woods are right there. It's like Shangri-La. But if you insist, you can stay right there. Just don't go under that. The other mower that you just saw running, I think I haven't used it for like 4 years, but I cut off the fuel and let it idle to stop. Started pretty much right away. What do you think about this one? I bet you it does the same thing. I have a fuel shut off on it, I think. I'm gonna put a little gas in and I'm gonna give it a try just by pulling. We'll see what happens. About 12 pulls, but I cheated. I didn't take the air cleaner off. I blew into the gas tank, put pressure in the gas tank. I think that's what did it. Take a look. So this will be the 13th pull. This was success. Both mowers, I think 4 years. No matter what I said before, I'm counting now because I've been using this riding mower here that I keep here. And the Lesko that you saw me using was at a different property. It's 4 years, maybe 5. I don't know. But anyway, I love that machine. That's kind of my favorite. But there's a drop off back here. You can't really see it. That's nice neighbors, huh? It's a heritage trail back there. Anyway, I stopped cutting. I didn't do a perfect whatever because I wanted to show you. Last time I was in storage other than last week was June of last year. That means the whole growing season is what you're looking at. That's me too. Wave. Wave to the nice people. And up there I groomed that a little more, but not today. I still have to do a little painting, and then I want to do my 200. But I love cutting grass. I did loops here and I pushed it off a little bit. And the property of this, the storage property, this road that cuts in here should not be here. This road should go over behind that pole where the drop off is and then continue on that way. I would like to get this back because when I cut the grass here, normally, this has been an unusual year. It was a very tough year. 2 years ago was horrible. Worst year of my life. But anyway, this one would be nice to have this nice green lawn here, which is normally what it looks like. We'll set up hammocks up there and we'll have fires. And right over top of that building is the main street in town. It's kind of cool. You can have bonfires and you have this as a backyard. Okay. This is just a weird video, I guess. I appreciate you hanging around. Appreciate your tips how I should edit. That's a plus.